Welcome, Hoarders. They're going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5. And that's Testing Tuesday. We're going to be testing the Bravado Buffalo S. I have not yet recorded me doing the standard Buffalo or the race version of the... I believe the race version is the Buffalo S. If I hope you guys know the race one I'm talking about. It's like a not really a rally type car, but it's the like stock car type one. I have not done that one yet either. I'm planning. I am recording this obviously before the snow is added to GTA, because I thought about it, and I decided, well, I should get quite a few videos of Testing Tuesday ready before they add the snow. That way I will have videos for you guys to see that will have accurate testing already done for when they add snow to GTA, because when you do races it still has snow on the ground, which will skew the results. So I want to have videos ready that will be when there's no snow. So I'm planning on doing all three Buffaloes, and I really don't know what other vehicles as of right now, but this should be the first one in that lot. If not this one, I'll probably do the standard Buffalo, then the Buffalo S, and then the race one, which would be how I want to do it. But talking about other things, yes, this is the Buffalo S. It is obviously based on a why did that word just slip my mind? The Dodge Charger. I don't know why in my head I thought to say Camaro, and then I was like, I'm dumb. It's obviously a Dodge Charger. So the older body style, like the 2012-ish, around there, before they turned into Scat Pack or Hellcat or any of those things. Just the standard old SRT. I do already say that this is obviously better than the standard Buffalo. I've driven both, and this one has so much more to it than the standard one. Not just mod-wise, which there are a lot more mods on the Buffalo S than there are on the standard Buffalo, but it's obviously, just by feel, you can tell it's faster and a lot more fun to drive. But talking about performance, it's not extremely fast. It's just respectable, I would say. There's nothing, like, it's not overpowered in any way or anything like that. It's not that hard to control. It does have a bit of understeer. The brakes aren't great. Acceleration's not that great either, just because rear-wheel drive, you put a lot of power in a rear-wheel drive vehicle, you don't get off the line very well, because most of the time your wheels are just spinning. But other than that, I don't really have much more to say about it, so let's now head on over to the test track and see what we can get over there. In case you guys were wondering, it is... I'm so good at talking. In case you were wondering, it is under the sports category, which is kind of weird, considering it's obviously a muscle car. The Charger has and always will be a muscle car. I don't know why they have it under the sport category. Maybe it's because the speed. Oh, listen to that. I love the growl of this car so much. But it's really... I don't really know how to explain. I don't get why they would put it under sports unless it's too fast to be a muscle car, or something. It just does not make sense to me why they would do that. Because, like, if they put the Dominator under muscle, this should be under muscle. Because it's like the exact same thing. It's just the newer Charger and the newer Mustang. Why would they not have both of them in the same category? Rockstar, fix your shit. I really don't know how good it would do. I have used this many times in the races, and it does fairly well for what it is. Like being she's a big girl. She's a big, heavy girl. I will not lie about that. But it has good power for what it is. I know a lot of people in real life complain. They're like, the Dodge Charger is not a muscle car anymore because it has 4 doors. I would prefer if they had like 2 separate versions, like the 4-door one. So, you know, so fathers could say, well, it's a family car. And because, like, police use them a lot. Obviously for police cars, because it's a 4-door. And they're quick. I don't know if they use many Crown Vics anymore, to be completely honest. I know in my town there's a Charger and a Crown Vic. Just one of each. Never really thought about how many Crown Vics are on the road now. Okay, what do we got? We got 2 minutes, 23.412 seconds. It doesn't sound like an extremely good time, but I know it's definitely not the slowest. So let's head on over to leaderboard, see where we placed. On the test track, the Bravado Buffalo S finished in 68th place at 2 minutes, 23.412 seconds. It's fairly good of a time. It's not extremely great. Obviously, there's many, many better times than that. It's actually fairly average compared to all the other vehicles, if you look. Nothing really special about it. The only thing, I would like to come up with a way. I probably will do it for a different series. There's a specific video that I want to do of, like, the top 10 vehicles that you can get in the game off the, like, regular off the road, that you're allowed to actually store in your garage. And one of the point features that I was going to add in there was the amount of doors, which with a vehicle like this, usually, like, looking down this list, Chameleon, Dominator, Gauntlet, Blackfin, Redwood Gauntlet, the Contender is the only vehicle that I see on here that actually has more than 2 seats other than the Buffalo S. Which usually the 4-door vehicles are the slower ones, more weight, makes them longer, so it automatically adds more weight. But overall, a pretty average time. But now let's head on over to the drag track and see what we can get over there. I'm thinking on the drag track we will probably get a fairly good time, considering it's quite good going in a straight line. Surprisingly, not much wheel spin at all going off the line. Try to keep it so we don't hit the rumblers at all. Should be good. And cross the line. 25.696 seconds. I think that's somewhere about probably 55th place, somewhere in that area. So let's go on over to leaderboard and see where we did place. On the drag track, the Buffalo S finished in 51st place at 25.696 seconds, making it do a little bit better on here than it did the test track. Usually that's the case with most, if not all, muscle cars, or just rear wheel drive sports. They always seem to do better on the drag track purely because there's no human error that can really happen on there. It's just mash R2, finish the race, and that's it. But it did do quite a bit better. Usually you only see it move down the list, or up the list, I should say, 2 or 3 places, but we did quite a bit more. But that's going to be it for this episode. Post in the comments down below a vehicle you'd like to see me test in the next episode. Make sure it's the in-game name of the vehicle. I am trying to step away from the vehicles that you can't actually use on test tracks, but I still will do other ones. I just need time to get the money. Like these new Arena War DLC vehicles are quite expensive. So it's like $3 million total to get them maxed out to their best potential that they can have. But that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.